Alright, something else that I need to take care of, because the chickens kind of got lost in the goat shuffle this year. They're all doing good, but they have not been laying any eggs, which quite honestly is unusual. Like it's winter, so they do slow down, but they shouldn't when I have this many chickens, there should be somebody laying an egg. And so we just, like, we've had some weeks where we've had 3, and then some, like this week, we've had none. And so we are going, so I had to remind myself. And I was watching, I don't know if you've seen Patera at Appalachia Homestead. She's awesome with the chickens. She reminded me, and everybody, that in the winter time, if you want to have some eggs, that your chickens need higher protein. And I'd forgotten that. I know in the past I've supplemented chicken food with cat food, which they love, and it has a great protein content in it, and you just feed them a little bit more every day, and they gobble that up, and they continue to lay eggs. So I went out and I bought some black oil sunflower seeds, which are great for the protein. I got some 4-way that we're going to add into this treat bin. I got a 24% game starter, poultry starter feed that we're going to add into this mix. And that's what we're going to use for both the goats and the chickens, for just a little bit of added protein in the winter time. So we've got this bin. This is our goat treat bin that we've got to get all the cookies cleaned out of, because the bag totally fell apart.
Animal cookie bags.
They don't stay together very good. And then we have our chicken treat bucket over there, and so we're just going to do a mix in both and get some good treats all put together for our animals to get us through the next 2 or 3 months, and see if we can't get our chickens laying more eggs. We also have a nesting box issue with the goats and having the baby goats. We shifted our nesting box situation around a lot, and so we've got to figure that situation out. So that'll probably be coming up here in another video as well. We need to get the nesting box situation figured out. But for today, we're going to get this high protein treat put together and start feeding it to our chickens and our goats. I'm really excited about my baby bumps, my cute little goats and their baby bumps. It'll be fun. We will have some babies, and we'll be selling several babies, and it'll be exciting. So, yeah, we're going to get some things mixed together. So what I want you to do is I want you to scoop like 4 big scoops of that into here and then into here. Go ahead and do like 6 scoops of that into here and then into here. And I will do like 3 scoops of this into each. And we'll mix it together. Is that 4? 4. Okay. So this is what we ended up with. It's got the black oil sunflower seeds, it's got chicken scratch, it's got 24% chicken starter, game bird stuff, and then it has the 4-way, which is oats, corn, and molasses. Goats will love it. It will help to keep their coats nice and strong through the winter. In the spring and in the summer, once we get through this barrel, we will feed them a lighter. We'll just feed them a 4-way. But in the winter, I want to provide a little more protein. Now, this is also what the chicken stuff started out as, but we added oyster shell and grit to it, so that they can have that for the winter.
This is also just for the girls. Just for the girls.
Yes.
Not for the boys.
Yes, it's also just for the girls. You don't want to feed the boys a lot of grain. They don't need the bloat. They don't really need... We can feed them a little bit of this, but not a ton. And we may feed them just a little bit, you know, so they can have the black oil sunflower seeds, things for their coat. A little bit won't hurt them, but it's certainly not something that you give any of the goats as a giant, massive feeding. It's not their only thing they eat. Ours are eating Timothy grass, and then we supplement with this to add a little bit of protein.
The cookie cookies are for the boys.
Yeah, and then we have our cookies. And those are for milking time, feeding time, and that kind of thing. They like a little treat, so. Okay, that's our taking care of our animals in the winter. Cross your fingers for us that we'll get some more eggs.